So, tell me, have you ever trusted the people you loved only to discover they saw you as nothing but a bank? When will you pay back the money I bled for? That's what I shouted in the glittering, stunned silence at my son's wedding. But ask yourself, what would you do if your entire life savings vanished into the hands of your own family? Watch closely, because this story is not just mine. It could be yours. Stay to the end and share your own story below, because families hide secrets, and I'm about to reveal mine. Glass froze midair. My son, Lucas, whispered, "Stop, don't embarrass us." But in a sea of elegant guests, nobody moved. The bride, Emily, my new daughter-in-law, collapsed on white roses as chaos erupted. People screamed for help. The groomsmen just ran in panicked circles. And me? I stood there, swallowing a lifetime's humiliation. But how did I, a woman who spent her existence honoring and raising Lucas, end up detonating his wedding? Let's begin. My name is Linda, and I'm 65 years old. I spent my entire adult life working as a coordinator at a customs warehouse. 40 years of sweat, of rising before dawn to catch 2 buses, packing dry sandwiches for lunch, 40 years of counting pennies and checking price tags, always saying no to luxuries so my son could have a future. When I retired, I had managed to save a sum that to me was more than money. It was 40 years locked inside a bank account. $650,000. Each dollar told the story of a faded coat, skipped vacations, walking in rain instead of buying a taxi ride. Lucas knew each dollar was a sacrifice. After my husband passed, he died young, leaving only this house and enough for a modest funeral. I clung to hope. Lucas was my purpose. He met Emily 3 years ago, and everything changed. The first time she came to dinner, she wore expensive shoes and a jade dress that probably cost what I banked in a month. She didn't say hello, just stared around and said, "It's, cute." We all know what cute means. Just enough to not say, poor. She was a digital marketer, full of stories about wealthy clients, 6-figure campaigns, always moving up. Lucas couldn't take his eyes off her. That night, she never spoke to me. Only Lucas, only laughter with him. I was invisible. After, I tried caution. "Lucas, maybe Emily wasn't comfortable." He exploded. "Mom, you judge everyone I care about. Emily is brilliant and driven. Why can't you just support me?" I was gutted. Suddenly, my son was a stranger. Over the months, Lucas visited less. He called only to talk about Emily's projects, her schemes. The son who once called daily, who shared dinners and dreams, was gone. I saw it happening, but couldn't stop it. 6 months later, Lucas arrived alone. He sat on the sofa where I once rocked him as a baby and announced, "Emily found the opportunity of a lifetime. A boutique for designer clothes. She only needs $150,000 to start. It's just a loan, Mom, with interest. You'll get it back in 6 months." A loan? A quarter of my savings? I should have said no. I knew something was wrong. But those hopeful eyes, my only son's, wore me down. I transferred the money. 3 months later, Lucas called excitedly, "Mom, the boutique's location is perfect. The suppliers from Europe are ready. Our Instagram has thousands of followers." But I was never invited to see this place. No photos, no progress. When I asked, there was always an excuse. "Still under renovation. Emily wants it to be a surprise for you." A surprise? 4 months after, Lucas sent a single photo, an upscale sign. E&L fashion. No invite, no opening party. Then months passed. 6, 8, 10. Each time I brought up the repayment, Lucas flinched. "We need more time. All the cash is reinvested." And then came the next ask. Lucas and Emily came together this time. She sat on my old couch, looked me up and down, and asked, "Linda, we need your help for the next step. An apartment. Only $200,000. We have half saved, but need quick action or we'll lose it. And when we marry, you'll always have your own room there. You'll never be alone." Those words. I gave in. I thought I was buying love, a place in my son's life. So I gave her another $200,000. Again, no invitation, just a picture. Just, "It'll be ready soon." Months passed. I'd now given away more than half of my life savings, and all I had was silence. Lucas visited only every few months, always busy, never eating my cooking. Then Emily asked for a car. A $100,000 Mercedes. It's vital for business, Linda. Clients expect success. Always more money. Never a question of gratitude. This time, not even a face-to-face request, just a text from Lucas. I did it one last time. Hope flickered that maybe this time I'd matter. Emily posted pictures online, flaunting her wealth, captioned, "Hard work pays off." My heart boiled. My neighbor Rebecca saw it all and said, "Linda, they're using you." I tried to defend them, but Rebecca was right. I finally checked Emily's social media. Images from Paris, Miami, luxurious restaurants, handbags worth thousands, photos of a diamond necklace. My love gave me this beauty. I recognized the money behind every photo. It was mine. I called Lucas. "When will you pay me back?" He hesitated, said, "Talking about money brings bad energy." I asked to see the boutique. "Later, Mom. I'm stretched." Rebecca said, "Go to the boutique yourself." I did. The place was empty, closed, rented out again. Only open for 3 or 4 months. The reality crashed down. There was no thriving business. It was gone before they asked for another loan for the car. I went to their apartment. Emily wouldn't open the door. She laughed and said, "Linda, that money was a gift. Nobody made you give it. Leave before I call security." I was devastated. I wandered the city for hours. Rebecca waited for me. I broke down in her arms. "Linda, this is fraud. You have to fight." I hired a lawyer, David Monroe, a specialist in family fraud. David reviewed my messages, transfers, and social media evidence. A forensic accountant confirmed. The boutique opened for just 4 months, closed with losses, my money spent on parties, personal luxuries. The conclusion was ruthless, systematic exploitation. David said, "Public pressure might do more than a lawsuit. If you want, we can confront them at the wedding." It terrified me, but I agreed. With Rebecca and my legal team, we crashed the grand wedding. $80,000 spent, 200 guests, my name left off the list. I gripped myself, steeled my nerves, and walked in. Lucas spotted me, panicked. Emily raged. "You weren't invited." That's when I, in front of everyone, demanded, "When are you returning the $600,000? The crowd gasped. Lucas tried to remove me, but I shouted, "All this was paid by sacrificing my mother, and my son and his wife betrayed me." Emily replied, "You gave the money voluntarily. It was a gift." David stepped forward, presenting documents, loan messages, receipts, forensic reports. The crowd muttered. The scandal exploded. Emily's parents threatened, but my lawyer was implacable. Emily screamed, "Old women die alone. Money is wasted on them." The room fell silent. I revealed the evidence was recorded on video, a confession in front of all. The guests left. Many said, "Poor lady, what a shame." Lucas was left alone, devastated. I told him, "You destroyed your wedding the moment you defrauded your mother." The lawsuit landed the next day. Emily and Lucas hired a law firm that tried painting me as senile, forgetful. We had proof, texts, bank memos marked loan, emails. "I'll pay you back, Mom." The mediator watched the video. Emily's own recorded words damned them. In mediation, their lawyer shamefully offered just $150,000. We demanded the full $500,000 plus interest, with their apartment as collateral. In the end, Emily sobbed, her father fumed, and they agreed. The